Who goes there? Oh wait, my face is frozen. My face is frozen. Coffee, my face is frozen. Why is my face frozen? Hold on, guys. Oh man, my face keeps freezing. I don't know why. And now we got Coffee's barking at everybody. Oh no. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Oh shoot. I'm getting way too many audio streams in. Eh. But yeah. Hello, Coffee. How you doing? Do you let everybody know how you're doing? Obviously, you're fine. Since you're barking, right? You already got your treat, though. What are you waiting for? I don't know. Coffee's very, active today. But yeah, hello, everybody. Welcome in. This is Fiercestbard. I'm streaming the art today. I'm doing this art. This art of, Mint that we started, quite a while ago. And, now we're kind of making a lot of progress, and we're getting somewhere with this, and I'm hoping that we get a little bit further today. So yeah, here we go. What were we working on when we last left off? Actually, guys, can you give me a few moments, because I gotta go see what the stinky boy wants. Hold on, guys. Hold on. He's bark. He's the bark. What do you want, bark? What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you leading us? Where's this mystery that you want me to... Okay. Oh. Oh boy. Okay, I got him what he wanted. He led me to the treasures that lay in the snack closet. I got him a little bit of something so that he could have his treat. Now, I've got to say though that I spent a good amount of time trying to fix some of my issues while streaming and drawing and stuff like that. Like, I think it's not a surprise for you guys, but like as of late, I've been trying to stream a dual stream and draw at the same time. And it looks like when I check my settings, right, it looks like the majority of my RAM is actually quite full. I think what's happening here is that this system is actually great for gaming, not so much for drawing and streaming somehow. I'm very surprised by this, but I admittedly, I haven't really gamed all that much on this system and stream. Just now there was like a stutter there where everything paused for a moment, so it might, and that's what's causing my camera to freeze also. It seems like just something is going on when just too much stuff is on, and it's just like it's causing everything to break down. So I'm wondering what the heck is happening here. Let's see. Yes, I'm gonna just try to close some things here to see if that helps. It may or may not, who knows. But yeah, it's kind of frustrating. As you guys can see, my face is actually frozen now every single time that happens. And I don't know what's going on. I have to reactivate stuff just to get it going again and stuff like that, right? But I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, the unfortunate part is like, we're gonna have to live with this a little bit, right? But I think that we'll see how this goes. I hope that it's not a situation that I can't like is gonna be like you know, it's gonna be so unbearable moving forward and stuff like that. But the good news is like it's not like this has to stay like this for eternity. It's not like you know, like I do think that eventually I can actually put together a PC for this, like eventually. It depends on how you know, like it depends on a couple of things happening that going our way, but hopefully, you know, like something good will happen, and yeah, we'll be able to do that. But in the meantime, I mean, it doesn't really. Well, it kind of gets annoying. It gets annoying with stopping me from doing certain things art-wise. But you know, as annoying as it is, it's not stopping us completely from doing the art. So you know, there is that. You know, but yeah, here we go. We're gonna just like kind of continue today, doing the shadows and stuff like that. So I do have a guide here for where I want the shadows to be, and I'm thinking maybe instead of, well, okay, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going with this. Okay, so at least I know where I'm going with this. So here we go. But yeah, like, you know, hopefully you guys are doing well today, and everybody's having a great hump day, as it were, as it's called in some corners. We're just gonna work on the hair and see where we get with this, and I'm hoping to finish this pretty soon. You know, even if I have to work on this over the weekend to finish it. I know I've said that in previous streams where I'm like, yeah, you know, even if I have to do this on the weekend, and then I never actually end up doing anything on the weekends because the weekends are just that full. But you know, I'm gonna have to try to stick with what I say, you know. I have to try to stick with what I say and get this one done as soon as I can. Because ultimately, this one, you know... Oops. Let's see. Let's see, what tool can I use here? Yeah, probably that. Gotta blend that in a little bit. But yeah, so as for updates on some of the other projects we were doing, Mooney was actually working on coloring in the amazing Digital Circus fan art that I drew a couple of weeks ago and stuff like that. And she's doing an amazing job right now with coloring that in. So, you know, like I can't wait to see what she comes up with. But I already see some parts of it that I would not have thought to do myself. For certain. Did my face freeze again? I just saw the thing go. I felt like it. Oh no, my face is frozen again. Everybody, my face. Maybe I should just leave myself like this, you know, like... I should just leave myself like this. I don't know what's happening there. I can't really stop to figure it out right now. I could reset everything and, you know, like we could continue going. Or actually, you know what? One of the ways that I could do this is actually from my phone, as I do actually have the ability to have the camera on my phone rather than from the computer, so maybe that'll stop that from happening. You know, we're all about solutions here. So maybe that's something that I need to do. maybe that's something that we need to do. We'll see. We'll see in a bit. You know, I just want to make some progress with this first before I do anything. But yeah, the arting's been good, you know, like, again, you know, I can't wait to see what Mooney comes up with when she finishes the initial coloring for that fan art that I was working on with the Amazing Digital Circus. Like, you know, because like, you know, there's a lot of things that Mooney sometimes picks up on that I don't when it comes to coloring things in. Like, there's certain things that she will actually do, and then I'm like, damn, why didn't I think to do that myself? And stuff like that. So, like, whenever we collab on any of the fan art and stuff like that, I'm always kind of like, yeah, you know, like, I would have never thought to do that myself. So I feel like they come out better, overall, because, you know, like, it's like a situation of, you know, like she thought of it when I didn't, and then, like, because we collaborated on it and stuff like that, you know, like, the end result is a better image at the end of the day. So, you know, I'm kind of looking forward to that right now, and you know, and then at the end of this image, you know, we'll be moving on to a more different yet still VTuber fan art. We're drawing a lot of VTubers these days, huh? I mean, I am still in my my VTuber training arc here, so, you know, that's kind of what happens. I do want to do some gaming related fan art though, but I think right now is not the time yet to jump back in to that world. But I will fully admit that there's a couple of times where I'm like, shoot, I kind of wanna do it. I kind of wanna do it. Like, I know one of the things that some have been like, Bard, what the hell? Like, how many more times are you gonna draw like Ryza from Atelier Ryza? But I'm just kind of like, but I want to. I want to. But yeah, I wonder what's up with it. Now, granted, I just updated the BIOS and the drivers on my on this laptop that I'm using, right, in hopes that it was gonna fix the issues with Clip Studio. But it feels almost like oh, there went my face again. There went my face again. Well, I guess I'm just gonna be like this today. Just gonna have my eyes closed like Nayuta in Nikkei. Maybe it'll make me look smarter, I don't know. Oh no. Maybe it'll do that, who knows, who knows. But yeah, like I was just saying, like, you know, we'll see what happens in the near future. Because I do want to have a more reliable system. I mean, it's not like this laptop hasn't been good. I'm not gonna say that it hasn't been good, right? Like, it's actually gotten me pretty far in terms of stuff, right? Like, I don't know what has happened in recent times that has caused all these like little issues to rear its head, because in terms of drawing and in terms of streaming, there was nothing wrong with this laptop this entire time. It's just like, but for some reason these last few this last month, I should say, right, has actually, like, this thing is acting up, and I've been having a lot of issues as of late, and I don't know what's up with it. I've been looking up different solutions. I've been trying to look up different solutions to what's going on here, and I haven't really found anything yet, including going to like Reddit and different places like that and just looking to see if anybody has micro stutters or anything else that they think that maybe it's something wrong with the variable refresh or something like that. And I've tried so many different things, but nothing has worked yet. So like sometimes it's just like a very slow method of like elimination, right? Like you just got to go through all of the options. You got to toggle everything on and off and stuff like that just to figure out like what the heck is going on. Now, I do know that a lot of people have been saying that there's a certain program that they use, like that causes this. I forgot what it was called. It was like Overlord or something like that or whatnot, right? I saw that being listed and everybody's saying, oh my god, that was it, right? But I actually do not have that installed on my PC. Like whatever that is, like I do not have that installed, so that's not it for me and stuff like that. So I'm still searching. I'm still searching for the solution here. And there's a part of me that thinks that maybe it's like graphics card related, but maybe not. I don't know. Hello, Ilaria. Hello, welcome in. Don't mind my face. I'm just perpetually closing my eyes for whatever reason. I can't I get my face working for like a few seconds, and then the whole system stutters, and then my face stops working. I know there's a way to transfer it over to the phone and use the phone as my my camera and stuff like that. I know that there is, but I haven't set it up yet, and I don't want to do it midstream, right? Like, like I'll do it off stream at some point, and I'll test it out and make it work. But yeah, hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're having fun, actually. I see you're playing some stuffs over yonder. And actually, speaking of Twitch, Mooney has been making emotes lately. No, I'm not. You see nothing? I see not. Okay, I see nothing. But yeah, Mooney has been making emotes for Twitch as of late, and I received a small package of emotes suddenly this morning in the early hours of the morning. I'm just kind of like, you know what? That's kind of cool. I think I will utilize this, right? Hold on, guys. Like, let me see if I could set some stuff up. Like, maybe I have to use like less RAM on this and undo levels, and maybe I gotta go like. Sorry, I'm literally messing around with settings and stuff like that as I'm streaming and stuff like that. I know I shouldn't be doing this stuff live like this, but it's like, I gotta find out what the heck is happening, right? Like, I gotta figure it out. So it's almost like, I have no choice but to test it all out while we're going and stuff like that. And oh, there we go. My face is back. We'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, it's one of those things where it bugs me until it's fixed. I'm that kind of person. Okay. Okay. Usually when I shade hair, by the way, it takes me super long to shade the hair. This has always been an area where I've always needed a little bit more time anytime I do it and stuff like that. It just kind of is what it is. That's the unfortunate part. Like, I always take more time than necessary to do the hair, and it's you know, it's because like the shading for the hair is always so freaking intricate. Like, I'm not gonna say that, you know, like, oh, I wish I could do it faster or anything like that. Because again, you know, like, it is, when it comes to art stuff, you know, it's not like art is a race, right? Like, and if even if it was a race, who are you racing against, right? Okay. But yeah, it might just be a situation of I've just hit the limit of what this laptop can do, because, you know, like, there's not enough RAM on this laptop to support so many things like going on at this all at the same time, right? So it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, I've hit the limit of this, and, you know, I'm kind of surprised by it, because, you know, usually a gaming laptop would be enough for all of this. In my experience, I've had gaming laptops before, you know, and they've always been enough. It's never been a problem before, but now it seems I've actually hit the limit of this. Like, I'm at the point with arting where I can't just use regular equipment, which surprises the heck out of me. Like, you know, because I just draw at sizes that are so freaking enormous now. Like, this one is actually 11 by 17 at 300 DPI. Normally does not seem that big or anything like that, right? Like, but, you know, apparently with all the features on, including like recording time lapse and stuff like that, this is causing this laptop to be like, no, please, no. Stop it. So it's just kind of sad to note. I did not expect things to. Oh well, I think there went my face again. I noticed the stutter just now, right? I'm just gonna, yeah, you know what? We're just gonna leave my face like this. I'm just gonna be blinking at you guys. I'm gonna be winking at you guys forever. Okay, guys. I'm gonna leave my face winking. It's not the mythical double wink, but it'll do. It'll do, donkey. It'll do. Yeah, and at this point, I'm just kind of putting in the basic shading here. Just laying the foundation for it, and maybe I'll add 1 or 2 layers of depth to this as I go. I mean, if the worst thing to come out of this is that sudden stutter that causes my camera to stop working, that's actually not a bad outcome for the setup of that I'm currently using, because it means I could still do this. Because again, there is a different way for me to set up the camera. I don't necessarily need to use the built-in cameras on this laptop. I could always actually utilize my phone, because virtual, what is it? Not OBS, but rather this program, VTube Studio. VTube Studio actually is pretty good with the iPhone and stuff like that, right? So I happen to have one now, and I could probably just use that as my way of doing things, and that'll probably solve my issues with the camera. I probably should try it right now, but again, with the camera stuff, that's a little bit tricky to do on when you're live and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit and do that part off stream. But yeah, like, this laptop can play Monster Hunter Wilds now, but apparently can't stream at a high bitrate on multi-streaming with arting, which surprises the heck out of me. Like, of all the things. Yeah, and that stuttering seems to be happening every now and then. It just happened just now. Maybe you guys will not notice it as much. So I've got to figure out what the heck is going on with that pretty soon. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, you know? Heck, maybe I can do some drawing streams from my iPad and you know, see what happens there, because I do have Clip Studio on the iPad and stuff, and I did initially start my art journey here on Twitch and YouTube, actually, from drawing through my iPad. Actually, that was how I was doing most of my art in the first years that I was streaming for. So you know, that's not gonna be anything new for me. Yeah, and if I'm a little quiet, I apologize right now. It's just that, like, you know, I'm actually, like, in the mode of my thinking mode. My thinking and working mode, where I just get a little bit quiet and then I'm just, like, really focused on arting as opposed to chatting. And it's kind of a bad habit of mine. It's like when I get that quiet and stuff like that, right? Like I know I shouldn't, but you know, um, sometimes these things happen. Whoops. Let me hit save. Okay. And then the thing with a lot of the lighter hair characters like Mint here, it's harder to get the look of at least I found that it's harder for me to get the that look where there's a lot of highlights and things like that in their hair, because their hair is already like a naturally lighter color that finding the areas where it looks natural to have those highlights is harder for me. So I'm hoping that this will be okay with the way that I'm doing it here. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there with the first layer of this. Whoops. Wrong eraser. Okay, and then we spray a little bit of this up here in the middle. Okay, we're gonna add one more layer to this of the shadows. And that might be it for the hair. Like, again, you know, like, highlights would be kind of good on this because that would kind of complete the look, but I'm, like, looking at it to see... I might not be able to have them in there, or I might have to do the rainbow style, like you see in some anime. Let's see. Hold on a second, guys. Let me see. Okay, I probably should not be doing this while I have the stream active, but yeah, every time it does that, it stops my camera for some reason. I really don't understand why it's doing that. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. There we go. I guess it's just gonna do that once every 5 minutes or something like that. And it must be something having to do with my settings here. Maybe I have to turn down stream settings and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna have to figure something out for this at some point, but I guess we're just gonna keep going. I just do, you know, it's not like we can do anything about it right now because I'm already live. I could stop things and try to fix it, but then, like, it's like you know, I could spend all the time doing that, but then, you know, like, maybe I would have made a lot of progress here if I'm not spending my time doing that, so, you know, I'm just kind of like, I picked my poisons right now. Gonna... Oh no! Why is there barks? Do you see Tall Poodle outside, your nemesis? So Coffee has a nemesis I've named Tall Poodle. It's a tallish, very long-legged poodle who seems to live in the area, and Coffee very much dislikes Tall Poodle. But it's unfortunate because Tall Poodle seems very friendly. Hey, what's going on, huh? Oh, wow. So he ran all the way from one window to the next window to go and chase and bark them off of his lawn. He's like, get off my lawn! Oh geez, Coffee. This is why you have no friends. No, it's actually kind of hilarious. Like he very much dislikes a lot of the other doggies that live in the area, and he can spot them from across the street and he will still be upset at them, even though they're minding their own business. But, you know, that is coffee for you. That is coffee for you. Coffee. Okay, let me see what he's barking at. I'll be right back. Hold on, guys. Coffee. Hey. What's wrong with you, huh? What's going on? Is their presence that alarming to you? Is their presence alarming to you? What do you see? What is it that you see here? Huh? Huh? What do you see? Oh. Hey, they can't even hear you. Okay? They're so far away. They don't even know you. So, let's go. Relax, relax. They don't even know who you are, Coffee. Oh, Jesus. And it's just kind of like one of the funnier things that Coffee gets into with it. It's like, you know, you kind of wish sometimes that you can communicate more directly with your pets and stuff like that, and be like, hey, like, what are you barking at? Like, seriously, like, where's your beef? But, you know, sometimes you know, you just gotta let them get it out of their system, right? Like, sometimes you just want to bark. Yeah? You just want to bark? And now you're going for the double bark? Like the double wink? Hey. Relax, relax. You're so excited. I know. They're outside. They're probably peeing on all the places that you're going, right? I know. He's like, we've got to go out there and stop them. Do we? Do we have to? Do we have to go? No, it's like, you know. It's one of those things with a lot of dogs. There are different types with different temperaments, and you know, Coffee is the protector, or at least the protector in his dreams. It's just like that Kamen Rider show that I'm watching, where he's a secret agent in his dreams, but not in real life. That's Coffee. The secret agent in his dreams, but not in real life. Yeah, I'm just adding little bits of shadow in different places. I'm probably not gonna add too many more layers of this though. I'm just adding it like as much as necessary, and that's it. Sometimes it's okay to just indicate that it's there, and that's it. That's all you need. How's my face frozen now? Let's see. Let me check this out. Oh, my eyes are closed. It's alright. It's alright. We're just gonna have closed eyes this entire stream. Okay. But yeah, let me see if I can do something about what I was saying earlier about like maybe having highlights in there somehow. I don't know if this is gonna work, to be honest. Again, it's like her hair is too light for it to really show up, but maybe I can do something that's a little bit that will show up, right? Because I know that one of the popular styles for anime art lately has been to have rainbow colored highlights in the hair. So I'm setting up some color here, and maybe let me see if I can do it. Let's see. Gonna do something silly like have a glow dodge, and then I'm gonna add some kind of colors to it. Right? So or maybe it's not glow dodge, maybe it's color dodge. So you can kind of see like some rainbowing that's going on there, right? Like now that I've done that and stuff like that, right? But it you know, it still doesn't really have that effect. So let me see if like, so there's some of it that's coming through with this, right? So, but I don't know how I feel about this right now, right? Like, because it's, you know, still very much And then what if I like change the color of some parts of it, right? Like maybe I add different colors to it. It's not really doing anything, even if I add different colors to it. Now I'm changing the different layer settings to see if it does anything at all. Yeah. When you kind of like bring it back, it like you can kind of see it's just not really doing much of anything, right? Like so maybe we're not going to have this because it's not really going to make a huge difference to the look of it. Or we could do something a little bit different here. We can try... like maybe we can just color it in ourselves and add it like that. I think it would look nice, but it's just, I don't know how much it actually adds to it. Yeah, I don't think it adds all that much to it. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. I'm gonna leave that there. It's gonna look weird because it's like scribbled on there and like, you know, nothing's happening with it. So I'm gonna just leave it there for the time being, and then I'm gonna think about how I would approach that. Or maybe I don't have to think about it. Maybe it's just like... There he goes again, barking up a storm. Making sure that all the neighbors know that this is his land. Yeah, I'll have to think about that, doing that. Okay, let me just grab this color again, put it back on multiply, and then add some up here because I realized that I did not do this part over here. Okay. Okay, so now that I'm sort of done with the hair, it's tentative. I gotta go downwards and see where I'm adding shadows to. Okay. Alright, okay, cool. I know where I'm going. Alright. We'll start with the white parts of her costume, and then we'll just kind of go downwards. Since we already got the colors selected for it anyway, so... Who is that? Who is that? Coffee, who is that? But again, if you guys noticed, my face is frozen. It's okay. That there's something wrong with my laptop right now. I literally updated it before I went on, so there might be some weirdness today. Yes, just some weirdness. No, my face is frozen because of the updates, I guess, that we did. So
Windows 11?
Yeah, it's always Windows 11, right? I can keep fixing it. Like, it's not like I can't keep fixing it, but it's getting annoying to have to do this every single, like, every 5 minutes.
Like turning your it back on?
Yeah, I'm turning it back on for a moment. Right?
So people know you're not lying?
Yeah. Hello.
How's drawing?
Oh, it's going okay, you know? This is where I'm at. And stuff. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with the highlights on her hair, because it's like... She has very light colored hair, so highlights don't normally really show up all that. Yeah.
That's why I started doing rainbow for Alaria, right?
Yeah, I think that's why. Like, a lot of people use the rainbow type highlights, so I'm trying it out, but I'm not committed to it yet.
It looks nice. I think it's cute.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like... But, you know, I gotta shape it out. So I'm gonna work on the other stuff that I'm more sure of first. And then we'll figure it out. But yeah, I saw the stuff that you were doing today on the Amazing Digital Circus artwork.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was really good. You actually thought of some stuff that I wouldn't have thought of doing.
What?
Like with the hair. And stuff like that, like the way that you're shading the hair and stuff like that. You're also making a lot of decisions that I feel like I would have just made anyway.
Yeah,
so,
like
yeah.
adjusting palmies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know, I feel like it's coming out really good.
Well, that's what teamwork is all about.
Yeah.
Now it's my turn to walk the dog.
You're walking the dog. Just be careful of Tall Poodle. His nemesis is somewhere roaming the lands. No, I kid. I always laugh whenever Coffee is faced with his nemesis. Considering this is a very one-sided beef. I'm just gonna try to fill in the parts that are the quickest to fill in with a shadow of some sort. like these parts right here, right? Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of this because we had to draw a ton of these frilly parts, so yeah, I'm basically like looking for the easy wins here, right? Like get them in first and then you just kind of like work on the other stuff because there's so much detailing that you have to add into the white parts of this that, you know, you just get all the easy to do parts in first and then you come back and then you figure out the rest afterwards. Okay, now we work on actually adding in all the stuff that I just talked about. Yeah, this is definitely my working day. This is the Bard doesn't say a thing for hours day because Bard has to concentrate on the way this stuff looks. And also, I gotta also mention, by the way, guys, if I miss any messages that you guys send, sorry. It's not that I'm ignoring the chat. I'm actually trying to pay attention to chat. But the problem is that like the chat app that I use doesn't seem to always show me everything. Sometimes things come in late, or maybe I don't. They don't even come in until like afterwards, and then I notice it, like later on, and stuff. And it kind of sucks. It's a little frustrating because I don't mean to ignore anybody ever, right? Like it's just kind of a thing that happens, unfortunately, with the way this stuff is working. Okay, let's see how I decided that was gonna go. Okay, all right. I get it. I get it. Okay, I just gotta make sure where I decided these things were gonna go, and then follow up with that too. Because again, it makes sense to me to have like a pattern, or not a pattern, but like a plan, I should say, is a better way of referring it to, right? Like, I think have when you plot it out early, and then it starts to make sense, and then you can like do things to make it work and see if it does work, right? I think that's the best when it comes to doing shading here. And then I'm also adding some of these like lines here, like this jaggedness or whatever, to kind of like mimic the look of when fabric is like tightly pulled in that area, and then it has little ridges and parts of it. I gotta do that down here too. We'll get to you in a bit, ghost person, Fantome. This should technically be all faded in, so we'll just do that. Okay, let's see. Where are we right now? Yeah, I think we're making good progress right now. So I think this is turning out good so far. Or at least the way that I was thinking of this. You know, good is definitely subjective in this case, but I think it's at least turning out the way that I had imagined it initially. So but yeah, I mentioned earlier that actually Mooney created quite a few emotes for me and stuff like that, and I'm kind of excited about them because it's like, oh man, I had to update my emotes and all that stuff for the longest time. When are they going up? When I have a moment to upload them, I will get them uploaded. And then you guys can enjoy them. At least I will definitely upload them to Discord though. I will do that. I will definitely do that. And then onto Twitch and stuff like that. And yeah, like, you know, I would have done it today if I had some time to do it, but unfortunately things did not go to plan with that, but that's okay. It's okay, you know. that's how the cookie crumbles or whatever, you know? But the good news seems to be that the stuttering that I had previously, unrelated to the camera stuttering, has actually seemed to dissipated. I'm actually able to use Clip Studio pretty well right now. So I'm just like kind of confused as to what's going on with this. But it definitely does seem like my RAM is just maxed out to almost completely. But it's doing this thing where it stops every 10 minutes or so. It says the encoder is maxed out or something like that. But I noticed that these stutters have been happening even without me being without me streaming. So it's like there's definitely something going on behind the scenes with this laptop right now that, you know, I probably got to get looked at. Okay, it's starting to come along, you know? We're getting there. Let's just add a second layer of shading. Because that's how we roll here. Okay. Where else do I need this? I I need this in a lot of different places here, actually, so... Like, what I'm trying to do is not overlap the same shading color in too many different places, because it's like, it becomes a little bit too uniform, right? Okay, I'm just kind of like trying to like look at it from zoomed out a little bit, right? Because I gotta see like, okay, how is it looking as a whole, as opposed to just being so zoomed in and then just focusing on small parts, right? Seems okay so far, you know? Even that rainbow, the rainbow highlights in her hair, that's actually growing on me. I'm gonna try to figure that out. I'm definitely gonna try to figure that out, like how I should approach that, right? Like maybe we'll just do the generic anime looking highlights, probably arc it in the same arc as the hair lifting upwards, right? So, you know, like a lot of people do the U-shape downwards, but this time I think I'm gonna arc it upwards to just go in the same direction as her hair is going and her head is going, basically, and stuff like that, because it doesn't need such a huge concave direction that it's going. So, you know, I think I'm gonna try to do it like that. and we're gonna see how it turns out and stuff. And yeah, you know. Let's see. Where else am I doing this? Okay. Okay, and then this side, I'm gonna do... Whoops, that's the wrong layer. And then I'm just gonna kind of erase softly, just a little over here, so that it gives like that look of having a light that's kind of bleeding into that area and stuff like that, right? Actually, let me like look at something. Hold on. Oh, okay. There's no patterns there. There is a blue pattern on her apron. Okay, got it. All right. Got it. I was looking at it for a second there, and I was like, wait, I remember there's like a something. There's like something on this. Now, why am I doing this on a separate layer? I have all my blue colors on this one layer, and instead of putting the pattern on directly on top of the white layer, I guess I just wanted to have it ordered like better, I guess, by having it on the blue side. I don't know, like it would definitely work better if I just did a layer that was clipped to the white layer, but you know. We make choices sometimes. We make choices sometimes. They don't always make sense. Oh, okay, and then I saw something just now with this layer. So it seems like the ghost does not actually have any shading on it whatsoever, except for a color. So I gotta go back in here. And then just kind of like... I do have to keep it like that. And then, like, strangely enough, it literally does not have any shading on it. Going by the reference, it just has the blue color on it on the bottom here, and then that's it. Are there any other color patterns like that on her? Well, okay, yeah, there are, right? There's quite a few of them, actually. They actually come in around the bottom of her skirt there and stuff like that. So I'll color those in as well after this. But oh, there's also like the white stripes on them too. So I've actually got quite a few things to add to them. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna save over here, and I know it's a little early and stuff. I know that, you know, this is not usually the time when I close shop and stuff like that, right? But actually, I'm like, you know, the performance things like that are happening, like the stutters that I'm experiencing, and the fact that my face is actually frozen in place, winking at you guys, you know, like. I think I should probably get some of that stuff fixed before I continue and stuff like that, right? So I think what I'm gonna do is like just kind of put the pencil down and just like, you know, deal with that stuff. Hopefully, if I come back tomorrow, we'll have it all fixed. But I seriously don't know if that's coming up. That's possible. But actually, you know, at the same time, you know, we got a lot done today. We got the hair shaded in. We got some of the white parts there shaded in and stuff like that. Like we're almost there and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised that like if after tomorrow we get the majority of this done, then it's just me putting finishing touches on it, which would be really awesome. I think that's like ideal for me because you know, like as you guys know, I've been kind of working to create art specifically because we're going to have we're trying to apply to certain tabling things, right? Like tables at certain conventions and stuff like that. And you know, like I'm working my butt off to prep things for the portfolio and stuff like that. And, you know, like I know that you like the normal look of it is like you should really just do the best that you can in terms of artwork and, you know, don't stress out over that stuff, right? But I feel like, you know, like if I really want to make the push right now to make this like something that I will do as a like a semi-professional artiste, right? Then I have to, you know, like challenge myself to produce more art. You know, it's something that I wanted for last year, but I completely failed at doing in terms of my output. I feel like my output dropped last year, but we had a lot more events and a lot more things going on that I had to tend to. So, you know, this year though, you know, I think we got off on the right foot. Even though in January I didn't really finish anything. Still, I'm working on 3 different art pieces right now, all at the same time. So, you know, like we'll see, you know, like. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for dropping by. I will be back tomorrow around the same time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, hopefully with a working face next time. And yeah, we're gonna just kind of continue doing this. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.